Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today we're going to go ahead and make up some Swedish meatballs. So I'm not going to waste your time, I'm just going to jump right in and get started. I got my pan getting hot there. I got about maybe a couple of teaspoons of some oil of your choice. Then I have here in my cup very well minced onion. I have about maybe 3/4 of a cup there, half of a medium onion. But do dice that or mince them very small. And we're going to cook these maybe 4 to 5 minutes. We're not looking to brown them, just until they get nice and soft. Okay? Okay, now, while your onions have time to cool down, let's go ahead and get the meatball mixture started here. Now, salt's actually going to be to your taste. But I've always found 1 teaspoon of salt per pound of meat, but we are using some low sodium beef broth, so please be careful with your salt. I'm gonna go with maybe 1.25 teaspoons of salt, and that's what I have in here. And I have 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and 1/8 teaspoon of allspice and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, as we're all familiar with, which goes into the Swedish meatballs. But just don't go too far with it, because you can ruin them. That goes in there. Now I have 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. We'll get that in there. And I have 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. And I have my onions that cooked hardly down to nothing. See there? Now with clean hands, always get my hands washed before I do anything. Now you can go in here. Oh, and I didn't even mention what I had in the bowl. I had 1 pound of ground chuck and 1 pound of ground pork. That pork does wonders. But you can use your wooden spoon to mix that up, or the old hands. Best tools you got, huh? So we're just going to mix this up, get everything incorporated, trying to not over mix it too much. Kind of toss it over on itself and kind of just not try to mash it all together too much, but just until it's all worked together. Okay, we're back at the stove. I put a couple more teaspoons of oil, and we're gonna get some meatballs in there. Now you can do them whatever size you want to do them, right? But I'm doing a tablespoon size. Just a tablespoon. Get them rolled up. Just like that. Get them frying. Try not to disturb them while they're frying. And just roll them around after they've been frying there. You know, you want them browned all the way around, basically. You're not cooking these to get them done. You're just basically cooking them to get them nice and brown, because they will finish cooking in the sauce. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll be back. And just a heads up, don't overcrowd your pan. Just brown them in batches. See, we're getting them all browned on each side. But I'll take these ones here out in another minute or so and keep going. Get some more to frying. Okay, I finished frying up the meatballs, browned all the way around. I think I got like 34, 35 of them. All right, now having pork, you're going to have extra fat here. You don't want all that. But see all them yum-yums in there at the bottom? Leave those in there. That's all that stuff, the flavor from your meatballs. So I'm going to get that excess fat out of there, and we'll add some butter in here. All right, here in my pan, I'm going to go ahead and put 4 tablespoons of butter. And you can use unsalted. That way you control the salt. All right. Get this all melted. See all that yummy stuff around there? And then meatballs. Okay. Now I have 1/3 cup of flour that goes in right across that butter. And we're just going to cook this flour and butter just to get that raw taste out of there, that flour. About a minute or so, minute and a half. Don't want to go too long. But I'll just cook this a minute or so. All right, now to this, I'm going to slowly add in 4 cups. That's 4 cups of beef stock. Low sodium. That way you can control your salt. Just a little at a time. It's going to thicken up on you all at once there. As it does it, add more. And I have my heat on medium. And we can add the rest. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to cook this till it starts to thicken. Keep whisking. Okay. Now that came to a gentle boil. It done its thickening. Now what I'm going to do is add in, get my sour cream over here. I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of whole fat sour cream. And 1/4 cup of whole fat milk. And we're just going to whisk this in. Yes, I know, I apologize to who's watching that they don't like the scraping on the pan. I had silicone whisks, but I don't know where they went, my grandbabies. I'm going to have to get some more, so if that bothers you all, I apologize. I had a pretty set of some purple ones, but I don't know where they went. But we'll mix this until everything smooths out. Just get it all whisked in there. Let me use this. I don't want to upset anybody with that noise. So I know that does bother a lot of people. And like I said, I apologize. And just keep stirring it, whisking it. Hopefully you have a silicone one. And just until all that sour cream is broken up there. And we'll get our meatballs in there. And we'll get those simmered. All right. Okay. We're going to get our meatballs added to this. Now, I wouldn't add no salt to this yet because your meatballs have some salt. So I would taste it for salt at the end when you know it's just about done. Because these meatballs are going to now cook in here a good 10 to 12 minutes. at a very low simmer, just till you start to see them bubbles coming up through. You don't want this hard boiling. So that's what we're doing here. We're gonna let these set in here. They'll finish cooking. They're just about cooked already through, but this just helps them get a little bit more tender, absorb some of that gravy. These meatballs flavor the gravy. That's what it's about. Now, you can serve this over whatever you like, even by itself, if that's how you like them. A lot of people like them like that. Just a plate of meatballs with some of that sauce, that gravy there. But you could have them with some egg noodles. Pour that nice gravy right over those egg noodles. Mashed potatoes is my favorite. Pour it right over some mashed potatoes. Some white rice. But these are just going to gently simmer for 10 to 12 minutes until that gravy gets a little bit more thick. And you'll just keep cooking it until your desired thickness of your gravy. They sure do smell good, guys. I'll be back in a bit to plate it up. See there? You just want that little gentle boil. Okay. All right. Okie dokie, my friends. There they are. We are ready to eat. I like mine over mashed potatoes, but as I said, you could do rice. You could do normally it's what you see a lot of people eating them with is some egg noodles. And they are delicious like that as well. Maybe a little side of vegetable on the side. But there they are. Look at these little beauties here. And they're still hot. Let me taste one with y'all. Oh, those are good. But there they are, you guys. I hope you enjoy. We're going to have some dinner. You guys stay blessed. And as always, please like, share my channel. So appreciated. Hit that notification bell for when I do further uploads. It'll notify you. But you guys stay blessed and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Enjoy.